Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another live conversation. My name is Akira. I am a brand strategist and a cancer survivor. I am transitioning to a creative coach after 11 plus years as a photographer and digital marketer. And today is it's still July, which is still Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And my question for you is, how are you really? But instead of asking, how are you really? Since everyone asks that all the time, my question for you is, are you fulfilled? That's my question for you. And this is going to be that kind of conversation, really have you ponder. So feel free to save this video, share this video so you can come back and see something for yourself. So, are you fulfilled? Meaning, do you wake up every day or most of the days saying to yourself, I am alive, I am well, I am loved? Are you surrounded by love? Do you know where to get love? Not lust, love. Are you fulfilled? The other half of that question is always like, are you whole and complete by yourself, first and foremost? 'Cause I know that that's a tricky kind of question because a lot of us are so used to saying, I will be whole and complete when I get married. I will be whole and complete when I get my degree. I will be whole and complete when I make X amount of dollars. But if you think about it, all of those things can disappear in a minute. So when I ask you, are you whole and complete? I want to know that if everything was to disappear by tomorrow, all of those things, your spouse, your money, your job, your cars, were to disappear tomorrow, are you whole and complete? After grieving, after, you know, making it mean whatever you make it mean, are you then able to say, I am whole and complete? Because the other aspect of that also is, am I complete with my choice? Right? 99% of the time, no one makes you make the choices that you make, right? Because if you think about it, we're all puppets on this earth, on this planet. We're all puppets, right? So no one makes you do the things that you do, right? Not what happened to you, but that's a whole nother conversation of everything that you've gone through, trauma, good experiences, whatnot. Everything that you've gone through happens for you, not to you. But that's a whole nother conversation. But right now is, if you were to wake up tomorrow knowing that any choice that you made was your choice, would you be whole and complete? If not, let's take a look at that. So if you're not fulfilled, there's always a certain area of life where you will not be fulfilled. What area of life is that? Is that your relationships? Is that your career? Is that your quality of life? Is it your health? Now ask yourself, which one of those things, if if your life was to go the way it's going right now in that area of your life, which one would you not be okay with? Right? I'm sure out of one of those four areas of your life, you've gone about it the same way you've gone about it for however old you are, however long was your earliest memory of um, that chosen lifestyle, right? Even whether it was chosen um, by you, by your parents, but it was chosen, right? However long it has been with that. So if any one of those four areas of your life, your career, your finances, your relationships, your health, the quality of life, sorry, five things: career, finances, relationship, health, quality of life. If whatever you just said to yourself is not okay, like if you were to continue this for another year and you would not be okay with that, what would it look like to be okay with that? It may be scary, it may be confusing, it may seem far away, but you get to choose. What would that look like if that area of your life was the way you wanted it to be? You get to choose. Although I know it may be hard to hear, especially if you're the oldest child, the middle child, the one that was wild, but you do get to choose. So I say honestly, if you can take it out of your head and onto a piece of paper, take it out of your head and into this comment, take it out of your head and into my DM, your email list, anywhere but your head, right? Because what happens is we'll listen to the voice in our head, but just like there's right and wrong, there's good and there's bad, right? So we'll have good thoughts, we'll have our bad thoughts. But if we're not surrounded by love, not lust, those bad thoughts will overtake the good thoughts. So when you're able to paint that picture of what it would look like to live tomorrow, to live life as if tomorrow is your last day, what would that look like? How are you in your own way? Yeah, you are in your own way. Don't point at him, her, they, them. You are in your own way. How would you get out of your own way? As scary as it sounds, as expensive as it may be, how would you get out of your own way? What would be that very, very first step that you would take? Remember baby steps. Don't think of going up to the what's that place in Philadelphia with the wide steps or the Great Wall of China. Don't think of big old slants and big old step like that. I'm talking baby steps. Steps outside of your apartment, your house, your friend's apartment or house. Those little steps. What's that very first baby step you would take so that the area of life that you choose that is you're not fulfilled in, you're not whole and complete in, what's the first thing that you need to do? 9 out of 10 times I'll probably say what you were thinking is your environment. I'm ready to move up on out of here, right? I can't wait for these kids to grow up. I can't wait for XYZ to do what they need to do, right? The environment is an aspect of it, yes. Because if you're not surrounded by creativity, by love, by creativity, by love, by what am I trying to think of? Another word for brightness, right? Surrounded by happiness that don't involve the material things. Sure, it could seem impossible, but nothing is impossible until it's done, right? So, what would you need to do to then change your environment so that you are whole, complete, and fulfilled in your quality of life, your health, your relationships, your career? Think about it. Take a second. um, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you today. It's been on my mind. I've been so blessed to survive cancer this long, and I've been so blessed to be such a leader throughout my entire life. I've been having some aha moments when it comes to the many ways I've been able to serve and live my purpose out loud. And my purpose, um, it's always surrounded minorities but specifically people that look like me. I've been blessed to be a part of multi cultures, multi communities. One of them being the visually impaired community. As you can tell, my eye looks a little shiny because I gotta get some tissue because I have a prosthetic eye, and it'll do what it wants to do as far as cleansing itself when it comes to uh, uh, not they're not artificial tears. They're tears that would just happen just because I'm whole and complete, yes, but it'll look like I'm crying when I'm not. So I'm also part of the hearing impaired community because I currently wear one hearing aid. I lost my hearing, most of my hearing. I still have a mild hearing loss. When I was 3, it probably happened earlier than that, but the test officially confirmed it at the age of 3. Then I'm also a woman of faith. I'm a Muslim woman, and I'm also multicultural. Cherokee, Virgin Islands, Black American. Those are the people that I stand for. Those are the people who I see them post on Facebook every day. Venting. Let me just say that, call it that way. Venting. Being in their head, not living the life that they said they wanted any time between the age of 7 and 15. I see it. I see you. Even if you want to hide, I see you. Even if you like, I never said that. I know you do. So I have been working on and investing in myself so that I can be bold enough to share this video. If you've been following me for a while, you're probably like, who is this chick? But I am clear that it's going to take a lot of work for you to be the survival of the fittest. But I want you to know that I'm here for you. You just got to remember to use things and not people, and then we'll be good to go. So, just to summarize, are you fulfilled? Are you whole and complete? If all of your materialistic items were taken away tomorrow, would you be whole and complete? If the people who you love were to pass away tomorrow, would you be whole and complete? If more people who you love were to pass away tomorrow, would you be whole and complete? If you were to lose your job tomorrow, would you be fulfilled? If you answer no to any of those questions, take a small baby step and ask yourself, what would that look like for me to get there? And if you don't know, then I'm here to show you that. I am a intuitive strategist that will listen to you and stand for you in a way that you have never experienced before, which is going to be hard for you to trust if you've been burned business wise, been burned relationship wise. But just know that you don't have to go about your life this way. So, if you would like to work with me, you can visit calendly.com/focus media group. Uh, well, don't not / podcast. I got to correct that, but not / podcast because I'm transitioning myself podcast wise too. In order for you to be a part of my podcast, I first need to have that consultation with you. Of I need to know what your goals are, what you say your goals are, and if I can trust that you've been honest with yourself about what your goals are, then let's talk about you being on my podcast. But before you even be on my podcast, first I want to know if you are already an entrepreneur, if you're not an entrepreneur and you want to be, if you are a creative, you're stagnant and not where you want to be, I want to know that too. Then that'll let me know how is your online presence. Social media is not going anywhere anytime soon. but you don't have to. There is a way to be holistic and authentic about it. So, with my experience as a photographer slash my experience as a listener, I will then take a look at your social media presence because then we're able to then kind of at least, if not dive into, depending on how long we work with each other, but at least give you an idea of your what your story is, right? Because you could be like me, where I'm like, well, I don't know. I've been a part of so many different cultures and characters, and I've been so creative all my life, but I don't know where to start. Then yes, book a call with me. And if you are an entrepreneur, or sorry, you know you are entrepreneurial, but you haven't done it yet, let me know. Because you may or may not know, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. I've mainly been an entrepreneur for the last 11 plus years, but I also know what it feels like to juggle a job. I also know what it feels like to juggle a spouse. I don't mean to say that there's something else to juggle, but sometimes people use people instead of using things. So that's a whole other conversation. So if this resonated with you, reach out to me. Leave a comment, send a DM, go to calendly.com/focus media group. Focus Media Group is my digital marketing agency, which I am pivoting to be more of a consultation agency. We do the whole suite of everything online and online branding. But what I've observed is that if you don't have a clear pathway, if you're not whole, complete, and fulfilled in where you want to be career wise, it's going to show up on your website and your social media. So, hi, sisters. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you for watching. Definitely be sure to watch the replay. And I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And I am grateful that you watched. I'm grateful that you commented. And I will see you soon. Love you.